Program Evaluation, Energy Policy Research and Measurement Development in Support of Electronics. His bio goes on and on and on, but I just kind of wanted to give you a taste of what he's about, because this is really concerning. A little bit of a background. Obviously, wireless devices transmit information using radio frequency or microwave radiation. The international biomedical research community has been studying the biological impact of such radiation for decades, but more intensely in these last years. So there's been thousands of peer-reviewed studies published by the biomedical research journals that have contributed to the understanding of this impact. There are many serious biological effects that have been found that immediate responsive action is warranted. And this is what has gotten me, and all of a sudden it hit me that this is what's going on, and very few of us know what's going on, the crisis of this. So it's a 21st century crisis. So basically, we all have had either EKGs or ECGs, and you know that they're all electrical little conductivity for the body, the brain, or the heart. Well, the levels of man-made radiofrequency microwave radiation in our environment are increasing exponentially and already may exist by many orders of magnitudes, and the levels of which all life on Earth has evolved. So simply stated, we're just drowning in a radiofrequency microwave radiation sea. So my concern comes because of our schools, they are not, they're wireless, or they're not hardwired. And I really would like for you, the board, since it is our responsibility as parents, educators, health professionals, to just take note. We know that because of the advertisements and the government, the economic powers, the political powers of these profitable wireless industries, they've enabled them to dominate the public dialogue. Well, anyway, I just wanted you to just take note of that. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ms. Townsend. Next, we'll call on Diane.
Good evening, trustees. My name is Diane Hickey, and I'm the parent of a sophomore in the district. I am submitting into the public record facts relative to pulsed microwave radiation and the health of the students and teachers. The following is a quote from a letter addressed to the FJUHSD Board of Education from Martha Herbert, MD, PhD. I am a pediatric neurologist and neuroscientist on the faculty of Harvard Medical School and on the staff of the Massachusetts General Hospital. EMF, RFR from Wi-Fi and cell towers can exert a disorganizing effect on the ability to learn and remember, and can also be destabilizing to immune and metabolic function. This will make it harder for some children to learn, particularly those who are already having problems in the first place. The 1971 Naval Medical Research Institute report, a bibliography on microwave radiation, listed as observed disorders, lack of concentration, anxiety, and loss of memory. The Defense Intelligence Agency 1976 report on biological effects of EMF showed that military personnel exposed to microwave radiation experienced fatigue, irritability, sleeplessness, depression, anxiety, forgetfulness, and lack of concentration. Common health effects that are currently being linked through research are impaired brain function, concentration problems, inability to focus, short-term memory problems, brain fatigue, loss of alertness, brain fog, ADD, ADHD, impaired mental processing, reduction in the ability to form judgments, make decisions, process information, develop intellectually, respond to the environment, acquire and develop insights, make connections, and learn. An associate recently passed on the observation of 22 school nurses in schools where Wi-Fi had been installed for 3 to 4 years. They noted increases in disruptive behavior, sleep disturbances, anxiety, seizures, and more children being diagnosed with ASD, particularly at earlier ages. The reason our children attend school here is to provide them with an environment for learning. My son recently received his ACT score. He was in the 98th percentile. Kyle performed to the best of his academic ability, and that should be the expectation. Students should attend Fullerton High School with the knowledge that they are being provided an environment that is conducive to their own academic achievement, and parents expect that as well. Students achieving their academic excellence will be clearly compromised with the introduction of wireless radiation. With what is known about EMF exposures and learning, introducing radiation into the school environment is a full yielding of student health and potential scholastic achievement to wireless technology. Your purpose is to provide an environment conducive to learning. Why are you trustees proceeding with the installation of pulse microwave radiation in classrooms, undermining your very purpose for being here? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dickey. Next is
I pulled several items. How much time do I got, Doc?
3 minutes,
3 minutes?
unless you want to continue at the end.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Joe Briano, I'm a parent of a Fullerton student. His name's Jacob. He's at Troy High School. And turn that buzzer down. That's a little obnoxious, to be honest with you. We know 3 minutes. Got this thing going and that thing going. I think it's a bit disrespectful. I'd like to call attention to what I witnessed here tonight, and that's to clear the room of the audience. These students are full of youthful exuberance, and they're in harm's way, and you made them leave because you want them to wait 9 minutes for something as important as what these parents have come here to bring to your attention tonight, and I repeatedly bring to your attention. And I really think it's shameful that you are censoring information down to that level and to that extent. So, Mr. Hathaway, I really think you need to think hard and long about openness and transparency, sir. People need to know what we're talking about. People come to this meeting to hear what's going on. It's not just a dog and pony show. It's not just something to pat each other on the back over all the time. This is a serious issue. Microwave emissions in classrooms, in my opinion, are criminal, and I have submitted legal demands to have that turned off, and you've had your legal department punt and throw the ball back in my court, and believe me, our team's working on a strategy to get this stuff turned off. You know, Zonia's running for school board. MJ Norris come out and said this stuff's extremely dangerous. We're not going to sit here and let you folks run this like your living room anymore, because it's not your living room. It belongs to the taxpayers, and it belongs to the parents, and you're here to educate these children, and you're here to make sure that these children are safe when they're in school. And from your behavior, I have yet to get one email from any of you acknowledging receipt of any of this. The only thing you've said is, we're not going to meet with you. We're not going to meet with this oncologist that wants to Skype in and have a conversation. So, you know, I'm going on 3 years showing up here, missing time out of my family. I'm not going to stop. I'm not just going to talk about wireless, because I'll tell you, folks, there's a lot more going on than just these emissions, okay? We've got issues with lighting. We've got issues with air conditioning, and we've got issues with water quality. These kids are drinking out of pipes with lead flux oozing out of them. We don't have any water filtration for the students, but I'm sure you all got sparklets in the office. You're putting defibrillators in, and I'll be honest with you, you're probably going to need them. Because once these systems go in, if they do, against my wishes and all the pleas I've made, you're going to see issues with children possibly dropping dead. Because it's happening. It's happening right now. No one's tracking it. No one wants to find out why it's happening. But you got defibrillators everywhere. Let me tell you something. The blood's going to be on your hands for ignoring this. We have the leading integrative cardiologist in the United States, Dr. Sinatra, totally warning against what you're doing. Putting high-powered access points in with 35 devices, and add those emissions to the 35 devices that are already in the class against school policy that teachers aren't enforcing. All the kids got their cell phones on all day. Those things are pulsing away. They're texting each other, playing their little games on them. No one's enforcing that. So now we're going to go to 70 wireless devices in the classroom. And Dr. Singer, you're the father of the microwave soldier. You know all about this stuff. We've presented you with plenty of information, sir, and you've been in utter denial. I'll pick this up at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. President, I'd like the Board of
Lynn Davis, Judith Franco,